Something unexpected caught their attention as they prepared to make their way home. Parked at one of the gates was a colossal Singapore Airlines A380 plane. Its massive wingspan and sleek design left the three cats in awe. They exchanged glances, and in an unspoken understanding, their mischievous minds started churning with thoughts of new adventures. A gleeful smile spread across Timmy's face, mirrored by Binky and Wiggy. The idea was too tantalizing to ignore. Why not seize the opportunity to visit their friends Hong, Jiang, Serena, and Jeremy in Singapore? The idea of reuniting with them, whom they had met during their previous travels, filled them with excitement. Determined and full of feline wit, the trio began brainstorming ways to sneak onto the A380. Their experiences in Liverpool, the Alps, and various other escapades had honed their problem-solving skills. After a series of calculated jumps and clever tricks, they found themselves aboard the magnificent plane bound for Singapore. Their journey halfway across the world was filled with a mix of curiosity and a touch of apprehension. But the thought of reuniting with their friends kept their spirits high. The three mischievous cats, Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy, found themselves in an unexpected situation. They had managed to secure 3 spots in business class, a privilege that the cats had never experienced before. As the cats settled into their plush seats, they couldn't contain their excitement. The spacious and luxurious surroundings were a far cry from their usual adventures back home. Timmy, the observant one, gazed out of the window with fascination, taking in the aerial views with wide, curious eyes. Binky, the playful troublemaker, was intrigued by the reclining seat's many buttons and levers. With a swift paw movement, she managed to tilt her seat backward, sending her into a startled, laughter-filled descent. Passengers in the neighboring seats couldn't help but chuckle at Binky's accidental mischief. Wiggy, the adventurous one, decided to explore the business class cabin. With a dignified strut, he sauntered down the aisle, making himself at home in various unoccupied seats. Passengers exchanged amused glances as they watched Wiggy's elegant tour of the cabin. Throughout the flight, the three cats enjoyed the pampering from the flight attendants. They were served gourmet cat treats and even got their own tiny bowls of milk. The crew members couldn't resist the charm of these feline travelers, and they added a touch of amusement to the flight. As the plane touched down after a 13-hour flight at Singapore's Changi Airport, the cats, just like the passengers, anticipated a swift disembarkation. However, fate had other plans. The cargo door of the plane malfunctioned, refusing to open. A collective groan filled the cabin, and passengers exchanged puzzled and frustrated looks. Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy sensed the tension among the humans. Their ears twitched at the growing unease. They began meowing in unison, as if trying to console the passengers with their sympathetic feline voices. Despite the delay and the inconvenience, the cat's presence managed to lighten the mood. Passengers couldn't help but smile at their furry companions, and some even reached out to stroke their soft fur. As the ground crew worked tirelessly to resolve the issue with the cargo door, Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy continued to provide amusement for the passengers. Binky decided that now was the perfect time to play with her favorite toy, a fluffy mouse. She batted it around down the aisle, eliciting laughter from those around her. Timmy, ever the wise one, stretched out, seemingly unfazed by the commotion. He closed his eyes and drifted off into a peaceful nap, serving as a reminder to the passengers to stay calm amidst the delay. Wiggy, ever the explorer, watched the ground crew's efforts with great interest, as if he was supervising their work. His vigilant gaze and occasional meow added a comical touch to the situation. Finally, after 2.5 hours that seemed much longer, the cargo door was successfully opened. Passengers were finally able to retrieve their baggage, and the cats were among the first to disembark. As they left the plane and stepped onto Singaporean soil, Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy couldn't help but feel that they had contributed to the amusing events of the flight. They had brought laughter and distraction to a challenging situation, reminding everyone that sometimes, unexpected adventures can lead to unexpected smiles. They had successfully made their way to Singapore. With a newfound sense of freedom and anticipation, they messaged their friends, letting them know they had arrived. A joyful reunion awaited them at the airport. Hong, Jiang, Serena, and Jeremy welcomed them with open arms, or in the cat's case, with friendly paws and purrs of happiness. The laughter and excitement were contagious as they shared stories of their adventures since they had last met. They were transported into the heart of Singapore, a city known for its vibrant culture and rich history. The three adventurous cats, Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy, found themselves on yet another unexpected journey. This time, their paws led them to the iconic Raffles Hotel, a place steeped in elegance and charm. As the trio strolled through the hotel's grand entrance, their whiskers twitched with curiosity. The colonial architecture and lush greenery evoked a sense of timeless beauty. The cats padded through the marble-floored lobby, their paws barely making a sound as they explored the intricate patterns that adorned the floor. Their fur brushed against the soft velvet of antique sofas, and their senses were tantalized by the faint scent of exotic flowers. The chandeliers above cast a warm, inviting glow, and Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy exchanged excited glances. They knew that their stay at the Raffles Hotel would be a memorable one. Checking in wasn't as straightforward for cats as it was for humans, but with a bit of feline charm, they managed to communicate their intentions to the friendly hotel staff. The humans couldn't resist their adorable antics and agreed to accommodate the three feline guests. Their suite was a haven of comfort and luxury, complete with plush beds and windows that offered a view of the hotel's lush courtyard. Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy wasted no time settling in. They stretched and rolled on the soft beddings, their contented purrs filling the air. Their first evening was spent exploring the hotel's historic corridors. They discovered quaint nooks where famous authors might have penned their novels and secret gardens where whispers of bygone eras seemed to linger. The cat's inquisitive spirits led them to a cozy veranda, where they watched the stars twinkle above the bustling cityscape. The next day, they ventured to the hotel's renowned Long Bar. Here, the scent of freshly squeezed lime wafted through the air, and the cats couldn't resist investigating the rows of polished nut bowls. With their nimble paws, they batted at the peanuts, sending them rolling in all directions. Their playful antics drew chuckles from the humans around them. After a heartwarming welcome at Changi Airport, the three cats were reunited with their Singaporean friends. The joyful purring and tail swishes echoed their excitement as they continued shared stories of their escapades since their last meeting. Their first stop was the iconic Marina Bay Sands, where they marveled at the stunning architecture and sparkling cityscape. The feline adventurers couldn't resist trying to catch the reflections in the shimmering pools of water, playfully batting at the ripples. Back at the Raffles Hotel, they were invited to partake in a traditional afternoon tea. The cats sat primly on a plush cushion, their tails wrapped neatly around their paws as they observed the elegant scene before them. Delicate pastries, scones with clotted cream, and pots of aromatic tea graced the table. Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy couldn't resist sampling a few crumbs, their whiskers twitching with delight. On day 2, the cats were eager to dive into Singaporean culture. The group set off to explore the vibrant neighborhoods. In Chinatown, they wandered through bustling markets, their whiskers twitching at the enticing aromas of street food. The cats watched in amusement as Jeremy tried to teach them some basic Mandarin phrases, with varying degrees of success. As the sun dipped below the horizon, they made their way to a hawker center. The array of food stalls overwhelmed them with choices. From the savory satay skewers to the comforting warmth of laksa, their taste buds danced with delight. Timmy even had a daring adventure, sneaking a taste of a particularly spicy curry when no one was looking, resulting in a hilarious series of tongue-out antics. On day 3, amidst the skyscrapers, they found respite in the serene gardens by the bay. The towering super trees and the otherworldly cloud forest transported them to a lush wonderland. They scampered through the winding paths, occasionally stopping to bask in the sun filtering through the leaves. In the evening, the group engaged in a playful game of hide-and-seek among the super trees, the cats' natural agility giving them an edge. The game ended with belly laughs, good-natured teasing, and a shared sense of camaraderie. At the Raffles Hotel, they lounged on the verandas, watched sunsets from their suite's window, and even tried to chase after the elusive reflections cast by the crystal chandeliers. On day 4, an island day trip beckoned, and they set sail for Sentosa Island. The soft sands and inviting waves provided the perfect playground. Wiggy, known for his fondness for water, took a daring dive into the shallow waves, followed by a synchronized splash by his friends. Their laughter mingled with the sounds of the sea. While exploring, they stumbled upon a hidden treasure, a treehouse filled with colorful toys and cozy nooks. Their feline curiosity took over, and they spent the afternoon engaged in playful games of chase and exploration, much to the amusement of the onlooking humans. The final day arrived, bringing a mix of emotions. They visited Little India, where vibrant colors and the rich aroma of spices surrounded them. As they perused the market stalls, the cats couldn't help but feel a sense of connection to the bustling energy of the place. To wrap up their adventure, the friends gathered for a feast under the stars. They dined on local delicacies and reminisced about the unforgettable moments they had shared. The cats exchanged meaningful glances, grateful for the bonds they had formed and the memories that would forever tie them to this vibrant city. Over the course of 5 delightful days, the group of friends immersed themselves in Singapore's vibrant culture. They roamed through bustling hawker centers, savoring the aromas of satay, laksa, curries, and other mouth-watering delights. The cats' taste buds tingled as they savored ice kacang, a colorful and refreshing treat that tickled their senses. As they bid farewell to Singapore, Timmy, Binky, and Wiggy carried with them not just memories of the iconic sights and flavors, but also the warmth of friendship that transcended borders. The plane journey back to London was filled with quiet contemplation and the excitement of reuniting with their human families, yet they knew that a part of their hearts would forever remain in the sunny streets and hawker centers of Singapore. As the plane soared above the clouds, the cats reflected on their incredible journey. From the Alps to Singapore, they had experienced the wonders of the world and the joys of unexpected connections. Their hearts were full, and the mischievous glint in their eyes hinted at the many adventures yet to come.